A child's world is filled with many feelings: amazement, wonder, learning, and adventure. As children grow older, they begin to have feelings for their family and their friends. Add a few years, and a bond forms between them, their community, and their region. Most in late childhood or early adulthood develop pride in their community, their regions, and their country. Never have citizens of Donetsk had more pride than during the year 2012. That was the year the city celebrated its 80th anniversary on July the 2nd. And it occurred almost simultaneously with the hosting of the Euro 2012 Championship. Many citizens of Donetsk and elsewhere thought it was a unique triumph. But none of that would have been possible had it not been for events started in the year 1932. For it was in that year that the Central Executive Committee of the Republic of Ukraine considered new boundary lines. And finally, in 1938, the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR adopted the decision to split the very large Donbass region into two smaller regions. In 1961, the region of Stalin became known by its present name, Donetsk. Even after the boundary changes, Donetsk was a large region which continued to prosper due to its vast mineral deposits. But its manufacturing and commercial development had little effect on the natural beauty and the diversity of the region. Among the natural assets are deep, quiet, and meandering rivers, the Azov Sea, tall and mature forests, and rich farmlands. With all this natural abundance, it is not surprising the Donetsk region has become home to peoples originating from more than 100 countries. At present, the regional population of nearly 4 million comprises 10% of Ukraine's total population. Donetsk prides itself on its ethnic and religious diversity. A Russian, an Armenian, or a Jew can proudly live in harmony with all others and say proudly, "I am from Donbass." Among the past and present residents of Donetsk are those who have contributed to its cultural heritage. The great composer Sergei Prokofiev, landscape painter Arkhip Kuinji, whose works can be viewed in the Tretyakov Gallery, Ukrainian poet Vladimir Sosura, poet and human activist Vasyl Stus, opera tenor Anatoly Solovyanenko, Leonid Bykov, Soviet talented actor who left a profound mark in the hearts of contemporaries and later generation. Joseph Kobzon, who was awarded the honor of Donbass. Vadim Pisarov, named by UNESCO as the best European dancer, honored Master of Sports and President of the National Olympic Committee. Sergei Bubka, a sportsman holding 35 world records. A prominent actress of the 20th century, the brightest star of the national cinema, Nona Mordukova, and current President of Ukraine, Viktor Yanukovych. It is a moot point whether the artistic achievements of Donetsk citizens would ever have come to fruition without the presence of heavy industry. Better to say, the arts and industry have worked together, hand in hand. Industry has provided wealth to support the arts, and the arts have developed to enhance the lives of citizens and workers. And in the background is a modern and cost-effective mass transport system, daily serving the public. Beyond city limits, the vast tracts of farmland begin. In comparison with other regions of Ukraine, Donetsk produces more coal, metal, chemicals, and engineering goods. There is no finer tribute to the workers in the iron, steel, and coal industries than the 19th century creation of Alexei Murtsalov, an artfully smithed metal palm tree made from a single piece of metal railway track, without either welds or connectors. Without doubt, the region's industrial success is in great part due to its skilled workforce. To a large extent, this is the role of the trade section of the local authority, whose job it is to seek trade and investment from more than 140 countries. The prime vehicle for accomplishing this task is the annual Donbass International Investment Summit, held each year in October. 1/4 of the exports of Ukraine come from the Donetsk region, and many of those can be linked to the summit. This event is immensely important for the local economy, but ordinary workers and regional visitors focus more on art and sporting events, such as the International Ballet Festival, Prokofiev Spring Music Festival, the International Pole Vaulting Tournament, the National Music and Drama Theatre, the Solovyannenko Opera and Ballet Theatre, a cutting-edge digital planetarium, a dolphinarium, and lastly, the new FC Shakhtar Museum. Beyond Donetsk city are the Golovka Art Museum, housing masterpieces of artist Nikolai Rerik and Ukrainian art treasures. Then there is the Golovka Museum of Miniature Books, where one can find Pushkin's famous book of poems, measuring 1/60th the size of a poppy seed. Mariupol History and Ethnography Museum of the Greeks of Azov is a unique example dedicated to the forest and folk architecture of the period. For those seeking natural beauty, one is directed to Miotida, a bird sanctuary running 150 kilometers along the Azov coast. It is home to the largest colonial settlement of waterbirds in the European continent. Then there is Klebanbek, which is a perfect place to feel quietness and tranquility of nature. It's a regional landscape park. The cultural jewel of Donetsk is in the region of Svatogori. In early times, the region was known as Holy Mountain, and there is ample reason for many to believe it is true. Holy Assumption Monastery, one of only 3 in Ukraine, lies alongside the quiet Severodonetsk River, now a collection of buildings built into the chalk mountain. By visitors and pilgrims alike, there is a feeling that the monastery and the water of the Severodonetsk River have magical properties. Some ailing visitors have claimed an improvement or a cure to their medical ailments following a visit to the monastery. The gem of gems is Nicholas Church, created by craftsmen in the 17th century. This unique building with chalk altar is a vivid example of Ukrainian Baroque. We are from Donbass. We conquer the highest peaks and play Mozart in the salt mines. We win in Europe, and we invite Europe to come to us. We create complicated goods, and we think about the future. Our earth is proud of us, and we are proud of our land.
На дела хорошие вышел с